Hey guys, this is Cubyr, and today I will be making a Square-0 that's inspired by DGCubes. So first let's go over the materials you need for this mod. You need a cheese Square-1, or that's what I'm using, some super glue, Milliput, custom stickers, and I'm also going to use normal stickers for the parts that don't need custom stickers, a sticker remover, and finally you just need something to sand the puzzle with, along with some glossy black spray paint. Now let's start by unstickering the cube. I did the super glue off camera, and once that was done, I simply stuffed the epoxy into the pieces just by rolling the epoxy up until long, thin shapes, and then putting it into the cracks. I put it into both the top and bottom and the sides after it was disassembled, as well as a little bit on the inside of the pieces, but I would need to end up sanding that later. Once the epoxy was dry, I took some 150 grit sandpaper and 320 grit sandpaper and sanded all the sides. I made sure to flip the equator because that way the Square-0 was sure to not do any slice moves while I was trying to sand it. I started with the 150 grit sandpaper to get off most of the big bumps, but after this the 320 grit sandpaper was very good for finishing off the pieces and making sure that everything was running smoothly. Also, I vacuumed the pieces and wiped them off periodically while I was doing the sanding. Once that was done, the final step of the sanding was to disassemble the puzzle again and sand off the little pieces of epoxy that I had put inside the pieces. I don't think this was interfering with the mechanism much, but it was scraping against the equator and being a bit of a nuisance when I was trying to turn the puzzle, so I decided to try to sand those off. For the spray painting, I took a box and cut a triangular hole in it to use as a cube stand so that the entire cube would be exposed to air. Then I painted the top 3 sides of the cube, waited a few minutes, and then did a second coat on those 3 sides. After about an hour, when the cube was ready to handle, but not fully cured, I flipped it over without touching too much of the painted side so that I could paint the other 3 sides of the cube. Then I painted the last 3 sides the same way I had done the first 3. I gave it a first coat, waited a few minutes, and then gave it a second coat, and waited for the paint to fully cure on all 6 sides. Also, I painted the cube in my garage, but then took it upstairs soon afterwards, since a high humidity level can cause the paint to take longer to dry. Okay, I'm back, and I have just finished stickering the Square-0 with the Moyu and Chi color scheme, and it looks really nice. I used normal, I believe 57 or 56, I forget, millimeter stickers, Square-1 stickers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and basically just all of the pieces that didn't need to be custom stickered, and then I custom stickered the rest. Now basically the way I did the custom stickers was I took the remaining Square-1 stickers, which was an edge and a corner, and since they were still lined up on the sticker sheet, I just traced them onto some paper and then used that as a template for all of the custom stickers on the edges, and it worked really well. And then for the top and bottom, I actually took out one of the pieces and I traced it onto a sheet of paper and used that as a template. And once I did the top, then I just flipped over the template and used it for the bottom, and it worked fine. The only problem that I ran into was that I rounded these off way too much, and it looked kind of bubbly. Not bubbles beneath the stickers, but the stickers themselves look so circular, and I just really didn't like it. So I had to redo the top and bottom at one point, but overall, since I used the templates that I made, the stickering went really smoothly, and it wasn't all that hard. So I really like the look of the puzzle, and let's just do some, not exactly first turns, but first turns in terms of the mod. And let's do a solve, why not? Ready, set, go. And it is solved. I'm really happy with this puzzle, and I think it turned out great. I can see a tiny bit of bumps beneath the stickers if you look at it from just the right angle, but I did try to sand it a lot, and I'm really happy with the result. So thank you so much for watching, and I would really encourage you to go out and try this mod for yourself. Even if you haven't tried epoxy mods before, guess what? This was my first mod with epoxy, so I'm sure that if you do it right, it'll turn out fine. So thank you for watching. This is Cubyr. Please subscribe if you like this video so that you'll get all the latest cubing updates, and I'll see you next time.